You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again to the live stream. Today is a very very special day. Why? Because we are gonna have today, well, in the next 12 hours actually, we're gonna have a very very interesting close for Bitcoin. And actually the chart you are watching right now is the 5-day chart. The 5-day chart for me right now is one of them, actually the most important chart right now, because if we have this confirmation today in the next 12 hours, well, 20, yeah, around 12 hours, you will see the next macro move to, you know what, to the downside. So okay, let's talk about this. Well, we have this potential signal here forming here in 5-day chart, as you can see here. This is not good. Let me tell you something. If we have today this signal, there is a very high probability Bitcoin is gonna drop all the way down to mid-20s, actually, mid-20s next month. And let me explain. Well, based on my rules, yeah, based on my rules of trading, because remember, in this channel we are following rules, we are disciplined traders, and you will never see or never hear from me like the next 100x, right, a coin or that kind of things. No, we are using just, well, in my way of trading, I'm just always realistic with my technical analysis. I am trying to be realistic, and also I recognize my limitations as a person, as a human, right? I cannot predict the future. But based on probabilities, what we are expecting right now here, well, Bitcoin, the time in 5-day chart, the time is over. The time is over. Why? Because, well, when Bitcoin was around here, let me show you here, because actually this is very important here. I said, okay, Bitcoin in January, okay, we have potential buy signal in 5-day chart. Also, we need the ADX getting negative here to see the trend to the downside is almost finished. So I am expecting some sideways, and the speculation is simple. Testing the mid-55 around here in some point in the next 2 months. That was the speculation a long time ago. And after that, what happened? Well, let's see what happened after that. First test, and after that, you see, let me tell you something here. The first test is okay, perfect, but in this case, the curve has a lot of time to try again and try to break the M55 here, and just maybe we will see something like this, right? That was a speculation. Okay, what happened after that? Bitcoin in sideways, again testing the lowest point, and after that, Bitcoin again testing here sideways for more than 2-3 months. And after that, what happened? Well, the curve getting very close to the zero line here, and after that finally we see the break. Very good. But now here, especially here, I said Bitcoin cannot close below M55 and M21 because technically speaking this is going to be potential rejection in progress. And if you see the sell signal here, well, stay away from the markets. Stay away from the markets. I think I said this, I don't know, it was in March or something like that. But what happened after that right now? Well, after that, Bitcoin is sideways for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and after that, rejection, and now we are here. Here. You see, the time is over in 5-day chart. So, because Bitcoin is above the zero line here and is below the M55, so rejection, so, and also plus the sell signal right now, I can tell you right now, the probabilities are very high, very high, extremely high, and you will see next month, in the next close, you will see continuation to the downside. First level, of course, 35. 35, I am expecting a bounce, yes, from there, but I think it's not gonna hold. Bitcoin actually breaking $38,000, you will see just maybe a temporal bounce from 35. But actually the targets are 28, mid-20s. Mid-20s is the target I am looking for, because but as I said before, I need to see Bitcoin confirming this sell signal in 5-day chart, and well, be ready because it's gonna be very fun, right? Yeah. Well, I was happy just going long for 1 month or 2 in Bitcoin, because I am short in Bitcoin since November last year. So more shorts, no problem for me. But that is my technical analysis. I know maybe you are bullish. Yes, yes. Maybe I am totally wrong. Don't follow any advice from any YouTuber. Okay. First rule, don't do it. Okay. This is just for educational purposes. So please don't follow my advice. Just I'm sharing my experience in the market. That's it. So only close below $40,000, $41,000 in the next 12 hours, based on the price action, of course, in this area. As you can see here, we have some confluence here in this area. In 5-day chart, any close like this, you will see maybe a potential bounce in this weekend. Potentially, yes, but the close is the close, and that bounce I will say is gonna be the short I am looking for. I am not trading actually. I didn't trade for more than 2 days, just waiting for this setup because I am swing trader. So I am looking for the next big long or big short in the long term. So for me, it's very important today because if we see the close 5-day chart below this level, and also you will see $38,000 tested and potentially in that moment breaking this level, because the sell signal is gonna be, it's there, and that means the time for weekly chart is over. So same thing, you will see the next tick in the chart. The curve is gonna test potentially the zero line here, and Bitcoin is gonna start breaking $37,000. So the resolution for all these price action, I can tell you right now, based on probabilities, my probabilities is simple. Any close today below, with the confirmation that the sell signal in 5-day chart, there is a very high probability you will see Bitcoin tested 38 and breaking 38. So I can tell you right now, I am looking for the setup. Actually, I posted the setup a long time ago, like in November 2021. It's like the ABC correction. The question was the B, and C is gonna be the potential capitulation for this distribution pattern. Now, this C, let me tell you something, it's gonna take months. It's not like you will see something like this in just tomorrow. No, you will see something like this. Let me explain. Let me explain. I think, okay, something like this. Crash here, maybe testing 25, 28, sorry, 28, bounce, something like this, something like this, something like this, something like this, or maybe just this, doing something like this, and after that, a capitulation in some point this year, something like that. Okay. Now, you want to see some examples? Well, you can just study 2018. 2018, what happened? Well, Bitcoin was breaking here, testing against this area, and after that, again and again and again and again, and after that you see this volatility compression, and after that capitulation. Something like this I am expecting. Something like this I am expecting this year, actually, based on this price action. Now, in validation, yes, the probabilities are very low right now. Honestly, the probabilities are very low. I need to see Bitcoin closing above $42,000. I will set in 1-day chart around $42,000-$43,000 today, to see Bitcoin saying no, this is a bear trap. No, to the moon, right? To the moon. Yeah. Well, if I see Bitcoin for any reason, I don't know, maybe Elon Musk or someone else is gonna push the price right now to above $43,000 around this pivot, yes, maybe I can say, okay, it's invalidation, yes. But the time is very important. So any close today actually, between 41 and 30 and 40 and 39, this area, I am expecting more downside in the macro time frames. Now, let's talk about if that better scenario is gonna happen, what we can expect. Okay, first of all, here we have the volatility expanding. As you can see here, expanding. The 1-day chart, again, the OBB is, sorry, the ADX is positive here. So that means, again, as long the ADX is positive in 1-day chart, is not very smart to go long for our chart. At least, well, that is one of my rules. I will never take a long position when I see 1-day chart with ADX positive, and I will not fight a trend. And the most important thing right now here is, well, we have and the close for the OBB, losing the exponential. Yes, yesterday was a little bit above here, trying to defend this level, but any close like this today, you will see full rejection here. Let me show you the setup I'm looking for Bitcoin. In 2-hour chart, actually that happened. Let me show you here. Bitcoin broke the M55 here, testing the M55 here, breaking again the M55 in OBB, and after that, full rejection. So this is a very good example in 12-hour chart what you can expect in 1-day chart. So if I am right with the technical analysis, you will see Bitcoin, and maybe Monday, something like this, right? We will see something Bitcoin like this, WB like this, and after that here is gonna be your breakdown in maybe next week, in some point next week. As long as the X is positive, I don't care if the curve or squeeze the yard in red zone. I am very careful here. Why? Because remember, even curve is offering less signals, less fake signals, but is offering fake signals, of course, like many indicators. Just I am paying more attention in macro time frames. So for me, I know you are trading because I can see many people in my group, they are trading right now for our chart or 1-hour chart. Very good. I mean, you're making money, totally fine. But just be careful. In my case, I am a swing trader, so I am not trading micro time frames. I am looking for the big swing, if I am honest. Okay, so now let me show you something else. The 3-day chart is very interesting right now here. Why? Because, well, the next close is gonna be let me see, 3-day chart, one moment. We have new close here, we are gonna have today is the last day of this close, and 3-day chart and 5-day chart, they will close actually today. So as you can see here, we have the sell signal here, we have sell signal here, we have the range, sell signal range here, but it's very easy. Any close below $39,000, 38 here, you will see finally the resolution to the downside. Now I'm gonna use this one as just as not indicators, it's a potential scenario, because this setup is very similar like we saw in 2017, 2018, sorry. Look at this price action, and after that what happened in 2018. You see, in 3-day chart, Bitcoin tested for more than 2-3 months the moving average 200 in 3-day chart, and after that, well, you saw capitulation after a couple of weeks below that level. So you see this price action is very similar like this one, right? So I am not saying it's gonna happen the same thing, but it's just very interesting. But it is very clear. Any close below $30,000, you will see massive sell-off all the way down to $30,000, 38, around there. And in the long term, let's talk about the long-term targets, because I think for me now makes sense, because I am looking for potential breakdown right now, based on the close and 5-day chart, of course. Based on the close. Let me just show you here. This sell signal is the signal I am looking for right now in the next 12 hours. Okay, the next 12 hours. Okay, so 5-day chart is gonna test 38, and close there, you will see full rejection all the way down to, in 5-day chart, let's see, is usually is the lowest point here, is around $32,000. From there, maybe a potential bounce, yes, but in general, as you can see here, there is no volume here, there is nothing here to stop Bitcoin just crashing all the way down to mid-20s. And the lowest point I am looking for Bitcoin in the long term, I'm talking about this year, I mean not tomorrow. I will be very lucky if we see other capitulation like 2020 or 2019 now, but I don't think that is going to happen soon. I am expecting Bitcoin in the long term, if Bitcoin breaks $30,000 in the long term, around $14,000-15,000 is going to be the area I'm going to start looking for. And for me, it makes sense. You know why? Because, well, there are too many newbies in this market. There are too many newbies. Yeah, especially people from 2020. From 2020, now they are just thinking Bitcoin is cheap at $40,000. My God. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be your first experience in the bear market, a real bear market. You will see. And after that, sorry, the only thing I can tell you right now, if you are willing, you are really want to become a trader, in the bear markets are the best moment, because you will have to develop some skills, actually very good skills, to survive in the market. You are not getting wrecked right now. I mean, if you see this massive drop here and you are not getting wrecked, congratulations. At least you are not getting wrecked, because many people here, they are putting their life savings in the cryptocurrency because it's the new thing, right? No, it's not the new thing. I've been trading. I started trading crypto since many years ago. I mean, it's not new. It's new for them. For them, it's new. Uh-huh. That's the reason. That is the problem. Every time when you see new people coming to the markets, you see here the money, yes, to the moon, right? And you will see all the people here killed in the long term. Same thing here, for example. People, I remember, no one cares about Bitcoin. Above $2,000 here is when the frenzy start, and after that they put a lot of money here, thinking Bitcoin to 1 million, and that's what happened, crash. Yes, here people calling for $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, and after that crash. And finally here, yes, we have this rally, perfect. But technically speaking, this is where is the correction? We don't have correction in macro time frames. Let me show you the weekly chart. Tell me what is the correction. This is not correction. Correction is this. Correction is this. So that means something like this is going to happen in the long term. Technically speaking, according to some classic technical analysis, and they said, historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin is going to break the weekly chart, sorry, in a bear market or capitulation, you will see the the moving average 200 tested. Technically speaking, yes, actually they are right here, 1, 2, 3 times, but just we have 3 tests. For me, in the long term, I need to see at least maybe 5 or 6 tests to say, okay, yes, this is something like maybe we can trust based on the probabilities. But according to this, you can see it's around mid-20s, around $21,000, and it's not exact. For example, here in 2020, it tested around $5,000, and from there, other 30% less. So that means from here, $20,000, 30% less is around $14,000. So that is the thing. Now, maybe you are thinking, oh my God, this guy extremely bearish. I cannot believe it. I don't believe you because you are super bearish. Bitcoin is the next freedom, or is the next thing. Is, I don't know. Well, my friend, if you are thinking in that way, I believe you are new. I believe you are new in this market and you have no idea what you are doing. I respect, yes, you are right. In the long term, Bitcoin is going to do very good, yes. But historically speaking, Bitcoin has 86-90% of correction, between 80 to 85 corrections, historically speaking, after the top. Okay, so you are right. Bitcoin is going to reach maybe 100k, 200k, maybe yes, but not today and not this year. Now, let me show you here in weekly chart, based on historical data, of course. We have this correction, 80s, 88. Here we have 85, and from this point and this point we have 73. So we have three examples. So we can say, okay, if $78,000 is the top, like I think it is, we will see at least maybe 80% correction. So where is that number? Well, 80, $13,000, 85, $10,000. You see? So in some point, I am expecting Bitcoin is gonna test these levels. Yes. And the reason for this is because, well, you will say, no, Bitcoin never tested the previous high after blah blah blah. Yes, but you don't know, because your favorite YouTuber, yeah, he's talking about shit about NFTs, but they don't tell you, for first time in the history, Bitcoin has RSI and the RSI, MACD, or all your favorite indicators, better divergences in monthly chart. It's the first time in the history. It's the first time in the history. So as investor, as a trader, I cannot ignore something like this. If I see this asset has a bear monthly in just not just RSI, MACD, OBV, and other indicators, the probabilities are very high. Like you will see at least in monthly basis, the MA55 tested, and that is a very good scenario. That is a very good scenario because without bear divergences, Bitcoin just tested MA55 and bouncing from there. Without, but this time we have bear divergence in monthly. So in some point this year, we are gonna see Bitcoin testing this area, mid-20s. But honestly, I am not expecting Bitcoin is gonna stop here. Why? Because you will see the monthly bear playing. So that's why it's just about time. It's just about time. I know what you are thinking. You will call me crazy, and you will say, no, I don't believe you. Well, no problem. You are doing good. You please don't listen a YouTuber. You are doing very good. Okay, so let's continue with this. This is just my speculation. You want to know my expectations about the targets for this year? You can watch my video in the main page of my channel here in this channel. Of course, I posted that video I think in November, December last year. So my long-term perspective for Bitcoin is in the long term we are gonna see at least the MA55 tested in some point around mid-20s. Okay, so based on the 5-day chart today, there is a very high probability we are gonna see Bitcoin finally started trending to the downside. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. Now, invalidations, as I said before, yes, as long Bitcoin is holding $38,000, even with the close, but if it's holding for maybe 1 month, all May, I don't think so, we can start talking about invalidations. Okay, now let's talk about the short-term time frame or mid-term time frames, the 1-day chart. Okay, 1-day chart, because I want to trade, right? Okay, first of all here, in some friends, well, some people from my Discord, they were in short here, and I don't know why. I am still thinking why. The thing I want to share, I want to tell you here, for all the people that are chasing the market, because this is just chasing the market. There is no short, there is no signal here for shorts. Where is the signal for shorts? At least in 4-hour chart, no. Maybe in 1-hour chart, maybe. Who knows? But let me tell you something here. No shorts and no longs for me, in my case, is a good idea right now. Why? Because the market is in sideways. So if you're trading 1-hour chart, maybe it makes sense. You have the bottom range is around $39,000. The top is around $41,000. Yes, you can trade this, right? But in my case, I am not doing that. Why? Because even right now in 4-hour chart, we don't have a buy signal or setup for longs. This asset is gonna test around maybe $39,000 again, maybe today. Yeah, because as you can see here, we have sell signal present on in the 4-hour chart. So this is just maybe a potential small bounce here, and you will see maybe $39,000 tested and maybe lower 38 maybe in the next 24 hours. Okay, but let me tell you something. Bitcoin is just in downtrend in 4-hour chart. So any bounce here, for example, I said, okay, this is the bounce here, and yesterday I said, okay, here I am expecting a pullback. You see, now we have the pullback. Now what's next? Well, I am expecting sideways here, sideways, and you will see the resolution for maybe continuation to the downside. Based on the 4-hour chart, well, potentially yes, we will see the resolution for the downside. Maybe yes. I am saying short, no thank you. For me, this is the area for shorts. I am gonna start shorting the market after I see, first of all, following my rules is I want to see a bounce, a real bounce testing the MA55 here, and after that potentially we'll see other short opportunity. Now, let's talk about the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart here. As you can see here, Bitcoin is, the ADX is positive again. Very sad, but it's positive. So that means USDT dominance actually I think is pretty powerful right now. Let me see, yes. As long we don't have a buy signal in the USDT dominance or the Bitcoin flow dominance here, I am not looking for any longs position right now. As you can see, USDT dominance is still strong. Remember, I created this indicator thinking about Bitcoin and USDT dominance are contrarian. Okay, when Bitcoin dominance, USDT dominance is strong, you will see Bitcoin very weak. When you see USDT dominance very weak, you will see Bitcoin very strong. So right now, even in 4-hour and 12-hour chart, no. USDT dominance is still strong. And if I show you one day chart, I believe is the same thing. Yes. Now, what does that mean? Well, as long USDT dominance is still strong, you cannot expect a big bounce right now here. We are going to talk about that chart soon. Okay. Now, in 4-hour chart, let me see if I can see something different. No, even in 4-hour chart, USDT dominance still strong. Okay, so I don't see any reason why I will just start looking for longs here. Technically speaking, yes, because you are in the lowest point in the range. But when I know 5-day chart is coming today, if I know we don't have setups for buy signal right now here, maybe if you are trading 1-hour chart makes sense. But for me, no, thank you. Okay. Just I want to be very clear because I know some people they are trading lower time frames, very micro time frames, and just be careful because if you are long here thinking Bitcoin is going to 41, 42, 45, no, not today at least. Okay, so let's continue. I'm gonna show you now the 2-day chart here. We are on the market because I think all Bitcoin because I think it's very important. Today we have a big day, at least following my technical analysis. Today's a big day for me. Why? Because we have finally Bitcoin is gonna test very soon the next tick. Is gonna test the MA55 here, and any close below here, you will see the cascade system working. 1-day chart losing the exponential, 2-day chart, and so on. So that is gonna you will see this effect like a cascade, and all the time frames will be in the same page, and you will see in this case direction to where? To the downside. Okay, now we have still on here, we have the sell pressure, sell range signal, and the ADS is getting positive. The thing I don't want to see for Bitcoin is I don't want to see the slope getting more like this, because if you see something like that, you will see finally the next macro move starting. Now, as you can see here in 2-day chart, we have sell signal for Bitcoin in USDT dominance and Bitcoin. This is a very bad signal because, well, let me show you here. This signal is not going to tell you the bottom or the top. No. They will tell, this signal will tell you the move. Let me explain. For example, here in the last buy signal was in October 2021. This is the buy signal. You didn't catch the bottom, no, but you catch the move here. So from this buy signal, from the top around 23%, from this buy signal here around here to the top around 20%. And the last time when we saw this here in 2021 February, here from this point around 20%. I think you got the point, right? So it's not like not the best thing, but at least will tell you the direction. For example, here when Bitcoin was in parabolic move, here from this point and this point is 77%. So now we have again other sell signal here. So for example, here in this sell signal, here we have the move from this point and this point, 16%, and the last one was from this point and, well, from at this point around 35%. So now we have this sell signal right now in progress for USDT dominance in 2-day chart. So that means, of course, from this point and this point we can expect maybe based on the probabilities around 20%. So in general from this point 20% around $32,000 we can start talking about this. So but we need to close the close and confirmations. Okay, the confirmations are the most important thing here. Now 3-day chart is still the sell signal always there since November 2021. I mean, we still have the same red flag here, so there is nothing new here. 5-day chart, same thing since November 2021. Here December 2021 we have the red signal, so that means in general all this time here USD dominance in general is very strong, and actually is correct. Now let's talk about the USDT dominance, because the USDT dominance actually for me is very bullish and very bullish and very bad for Bitcoin. Let me show you here. Well, let me leave this one here. This is the 5-day chart. 5-day chart, as you can see here, very beautiful. Just testing the 55 here and bouncing here. In some point, I am expecting other test to the previous high around 5. Something more pain for Bitcoin, and also the curve is gonna test the zero line here. And as you can see here, this asset instead of crashing is bouncing. So that means you will see something like this. Now, 1-day chart. 1-day chart. There is some hope for Bitcoin. Yes, looks like potentially if we see this sell signal here in USDT, well, this asset is going to enter in range or falling area, something like this. But as long as holding the MA55 here for maybe 1 week, no, it's not very good for Bitcoin. Okay, in general, I am looking for other spike around. Actually, this is the area. This is the area. Yeah, this is the area around 4.6970. As long this asset is in this area, is very good, actually very good for this asset. To the chart about MA55, MA21, and also we have buy signal here, ADX positive here. 3-day chart, well, slope is gonna is other week, we need other week, something like this, and you will see other leg up to maybe 5% around there. And now the weekly chart, as you can see here, well, we still have the sell and range signal, yes, but looks like based on the other time frames, you will see first of all other leg up to 5 level around this area. Now, if we see a break here, be ready, because Bitcoin is gonna start trending to the downside very hard, and you will see $3,000 breaking. Why? Because the monthly is gonna start playing. Why? Because there's a monthly breakout in progress. As you can see here, ADX is positive here, and this one is still going to the upside. Any close above 4.50 in the monthly, you are right, my friend. You are right. Let me fix it. Let me fix it, okay? Let me fix it. One moment. One moment. Okay, I think I fixed it right now. I think now you can see better the screen. Okay, so so any close in the monthly, I mean in the next 2 weeks above 4.50 in the monthly, you will see in May and June these assets are trending to a new ATA. So that means Bitcoin is gonna start trending to the downside, breaking key levels, and well, you see. Okay, guys, I think I finished my technical answer for Bitcoin. As I said before, I am still flat. I am still just looking for this setup to emerge. I think some icons, they are bouncing right now here. Yes, maybe. Yes, but in general, I think many of them, they are just waiting for Bitcoin to move. For example, Solana. Solana is trending to the downside as well. You see MA21 here. And this is the last point. Breaking $100. $100 all the way down. Actually, you will see what happened here. What happened here? My God, let me see. 1 moment. Okay, $100, breaking $100. You will see all the way down to 90. Of course, in the very short term. Let me see 1-day chart. Yep. I mean, many icons, they are just waiting for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is gonna say what is gonna happen. And I will suggest, in my case, I am very transparent. I am out of the markets. I am not holding anything. Nothing. I am just waiting. Okay. So I think that's it, guys. That's it. It's the only thing I can tell you about Bitcoin. In the end of this live stream, I'm gonna do just a recap in a very short time frame. That's it. Okay, so you want to talk about some other Bebo, yes. When you see the ADX turning positive in 3-day chart, yes. Uh-huh. It's good. The area chart looking bullish. Uh, let's talk about the stocks and gold in the in this live stream, okay? I wanna see some altcoins first, and after that let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about Cardano. Okay, one thing I wanna tell you for many altcoins and including Bitcoin, the development of this monitor, for example, the range signal here, almost 2 weeks right now. Maybe we can expect a bounce. Yes, technically speaking, is possible. Actually, not just for this one, it's for Bitcoin. Yes, you are right. Expecting you are we will something like this. Yes, the problem with this is the macro time frames. That's why I am waiting. Because if I see the close in 5-day chart, even with the potential buy signal in 1-day chart, well, you know what is going to happen first. Well, maybe a small bounce there and continuation to the downside. That's why I am just defensive in the market right now. Because I don't feel comfortable trading when I know Bitcoin is about to do something very interesting like 2019. No. If you don't get it why I said 2019, let me show you. 2019. Okay, Bitcoin to the moon, right? Bitcoin to the moon. Okay, 2019. Here. This is the example. I am looking for Bitcoin. Bitcoin breaking the MA55 here to the moon, right? And after that, the MA55 breaking here, and looks like we are here. If I am right with my technical analysis, I am not expecting a capitulation, of course not like 2020, but at least breaking the area, and you will see some nasty moves to the downside. That's why I am defensive. I am just doing this based on my experience as a trader and because I saw it many times in the past. Okay. Now, so okay, let's talk about some altcoins. Well, weekly chart for this asset. Well, we'll talk about this weekly chart. It's the same. Let's talk about the 1-day chart for Cardano. Makes sense for Cardano or mini altcoins with the setup to start thinking to enter a long position or buying a spot. It depends, right? It depends on your goals. In my case, first of all, Bitcoin, okay. But technically speaking, for Cardano right now, the volume is still healthy. I mean, it's not bad here. I am doing this because some people they asked me about Cardano yesterday, and is consolidating or is at least is holding this area, this area as temporal support. But the biggest area I am looking for right now for Cardano is around 80 cents. I want to see this level tested and holding here, and potentially maybe we'll see a bounce. Now let's talk about the 5-day chart for this asset. This is very simple. The time is almost finishing. Same as Bitcoin. As you can see here, other tick closing testing the zero line here, and this asset is getting rejected here. In the long term, you can expect 88.80 tested, maybe a bounce there, but in general, you will see continuation of your downtrend. Something like this. So that is the picture I can see for many altcoins. One of them is, for example, Axie Infinite here. Look at this. The time is technically finished. It's almost over for in 5-day chart. The next tick you will see this asset testing the zero line here, and what happened with Axie Infinite? Well, instead of going to the upside, now rejection here, and you will see any close in 5-day chart below 45. You will see actually a sell-off all the way down to $20, and in the long term to 7-8. So that's why it's very important today. For me, it's very important because Bitcoin is gonna tell us what is gonna be the next direction for all the markets, not just some cryptocurrencies. All the cryptocurrencies will be affected by this setup here. Now let's talk about, for example, Ethereum. Ethereum, I said, $3,000 is the most important level for me. If I see Ethereum breaking $3,000, well, game over. Now we have here potential close, any close below. Let me show you here. in 5-day chart. Any close below, yeah, $3,000 there, exactly there. If you see it this close, you will see a full rejection all the way down to 2,500 and potentially a break from this level. Because if that happens, you will see this sell signal here. Well, this is a potential bounce here, but in general you will see continuation to the downside. And also weekly chart, let me see, yeah, same thing. $3,000 is the area I'm looking for, and the next tick in this weekend you will see this asset, the curve are testing the zero line here. But if you see Ethereum breaking in 3000 actually, you will see continuation to the downside. Okay. Okay, let me check. Use it to dominance. Hiding what? Bear divergence. Okay. Divergence. Okay. 4-hour chart. Where? In OBB. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. This point and this point, yes. Technically, in 4-hour chart, you are right. It's this point and this point. This point and this point. But that is the thing, my friend. USD dominance even is not testing the MA55. It's just testing the MA21. So that means the momentum to the upside is stronger. First of all. Second, okay, let me see the 12-hour chart. 12-hour chart, we have, yes, you're right. We have bear divergences here, hidden bear divergence in 12-hour chart. The momentum is to the down here. This actually, you're right. You are right. But now, as long the ADX is positive here, we cannot get the confirmation here. You need to see the ADX getting positive, negative here, and after that, yes, you can speculate other tests to maybe 430 from around here. But the trend is your friend. This is gonna be just a pullback in continuation to the upside. As I said right now, I think the most important levels right now you need to watch or time frames is the higher time frames, not 4-hour or 12-hour, something like that. At least in my case, because I am looking for big moves right now. I am looking for 10,000, 15,000 moves right now for Bitcoin. Okay, so let's continue with other altcoins. Let me see. Okay, Luna in 1-day chart, we have the bear divergences acting 1 week ago. I think I said, okay, we have bear divergences here. We have OBB losing the exponential here. Well, what we can expect, the speculation was MA55 tested. Okay, I said, okay, testing this area sideways. Okay, now it's in sideways here. And we have the ADX increasing, so that means maybe you will see finally the bear divergences playing in weekly chart next week, and that makes sense because if Bitcoin is gonna crash, Luna is gonna crash, and the reason is this one. Let me show you the 5-day chart because I know you love Luna and you say Luna to the moon, Luna to $1,000, right? Always is the same. We have a beautiful, wonderful bear divergence from this point and this point, and this point. Oh, actually, we have 3. This point, and also all the way up. Actually, this one already play out. From this point and this point is this one, and from this one and this one, you will see Luna testing the MA55 in the long term, 2-3 months, around $60, 55 according to my system. And the worst scenario is if you see Luna breaking the zero line here in the curve, even you can see potential reversal in the long term. But that is my speculation, of course. As I said before, don't follow the advice of any YouTuber. Okay, 5-day chart is more clear, as you can see here. Well, we have bear divergences from this point and this point. ADX is negative right now here, so we can say we have the bear divergence confirmation. Yes, we have it. Now the only thing is missing is the sell signal in 5-day chart. I think today we are gonna see it. Any close below $80, you will see the trigger, and you will see this asset breaking this level. $65, $60 is gonna be the area I'm gonna start looking for. If that happens, makes sense because Bitcoin is gonna help. Bitcoin is gonna help for this, and you will see your favorite altcoin breaking down. Okay, so I think I finished for altcoins. Let me talk about gold, for example, the stocks. We can talk about gold. Let me see, gold, yeah. Okay, so let me see. What do you want? DCA, my friend, in gold is when the market is crashing, not when the market is going to the upside. You want to do DCA when the market is crashing and you want to improve your average price, right? Or your entry price. Okay. So here, at least in one, I don't know which time frame you're talking about because all timers are looking bullish. The last entry for gold was at 1,000 to 1,920, around here. If you are buying here right now, in this area, I can tell you right now, in 1 day chart at least, you are just chasing the market. Here, there is no entry. The entry was here. The entry is not here. No. If you are looking for very long-term positions, of course, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Actually, the entry was here in March. Last month was here. If you are buying right now gold in a very long term, of course, you can buy here or here, this area. Any pullback you see, as long as holding 1,800 around this area, this is the area you are looking for buys. Of course, the lowest point is around 1,700. Okay, this is the area you need to start looking for. Remember, the trend is your friend, and as long as the trend is not broken, it's totally fine. This is a very bullish chart. All this area, from this area and this area, is the area I will start looking for in monthly basis, just like this. Okay, we have buy signal in 1 month chart, and ADX is positive here, and by monthly the ADX is positive here. Very interesting here, and you will see the breakup this year. Maybe maximum. Let me do it because I think I never showed here, but gold is very interesting here because we can play with Fibonacci levels. Let me do it here. Yeah. Let me see. In 2020, I said, okay, gold, the top of gold was around here in Fibonacci level because, well, you see, 1.618 2091, as you can see here. Well, they tested very good. And we close above this level, 2074, 780. The next target according to the algos, okay, because this is by using algos, computers, bots, kind of things. The next macro level is you are gonna start looking for is the 0.678, 0.786 around here, 2,400, and in the long run, 1-to-1 is around almost $3,000. But this is gonna take some years. I mean, you are buying right now, you have to wait maybe all the time to maybe on 2024, around there, because the volatility of gold is very low. Okay, so let's continue. Let's talk about Tesla. Okay. 1 day chart, I guess, right? It's same as yesterday. 3 day chart, sorry. 3 day chart, okay. Okay, first of all, here, right? Here, no one buys. Here, no thank you. Okay, this is just a pullback here. As long as this area is holding around 930, you need to see sideways here and then reset here, and after that auto test to the upside. Any close below here, the last hope for this asset is around 850, this area. So let me do it more clear. Between this area to this area is the area I'm gonna start looking for maybe potential bounce. Yeah, in Tesla, but it looks like it's gonna test me 55 around 900. Between 900 to 850, this is the area I'm gonna start looking for in 3 day chart, and also we have potential sell signal in progress. Not now, in 1 week or two, this sell signal is going to trigger that, and you will see sideways here. If you see this level breaking, maximum 850, this level breaking, you will see full rejection all the way down to 675. Okay, so but let me see the weekly chart, because maybe weekly chart is a little bit different. Time is almost over for this asset. 2 weeks more, same as Bitcoin. 2 weeks more. Any close, you see this asset testing the zero line, and no, actually no, it's different this time, because this time the asset is about the MI55. So well, in the long term, I can tell you something like this. Okay, Q chart. What is this one? This. Okay. Here. In 3-day chart. Okay, 3-day chart. This is the rejection. Okay, continuation to the downside. ADX is getting negative. This asset is testing the zero line curve. No, this is to the downside, my friend. This is like this, a bounce to keep falling, and you will see all the 310 around there tested in 3-day chart. Arc. Pretty chart, same thing. I think you have the technical analysis there. It's the same. You see, we have here the continuation. You will see in the long term 56, well, not the long term, I mean 56 level, a potential bounce there, and this is just a downtrend. This is a downtrend. You have a downtrend here. Okay, as long as as long as this asset is below 70, I am not looking for more upside. Okay, so let's talk about so my coins. Okay, for our chart. Okay, just careful, my friend, because if Bitcoin is getting crazy, doesn't matter. You have a good setup right now. This is simple. This is just MA55 testing, breaking down here, more sideways here. Yes, sideways here, but the question is, if we have a signal right now? Of course not. The buy signal was here in 4-hour chart around 161, and you have two options. If you are in long here, you are around 161, or you can take profits right now here, or you can just protect your entry and wait for the best. But no, thank you. I mean, if I know Bitcoin is not good, I don't have entry for altcoins right now. Now, XMR Monero, right? Let me see. Okay. Monero in 1-day chart. Okay, 1-day chart. 1-day chart. Okay, I don't know why, but this is an uptrend. This uptrend, of course. Bear divergence in progress here. We have this, and we have this week. Careful with this, because according to my system, of course, we have bear divergence in this point and this point. Always, I would respect my system. So that means no, thank you. If I see this kind of setup here, no, thank you. It's just about time. You will see other test to maybe 200, 212, 200 around this area. If I'm gonna start looking for. In any case, if you see this asset forming bear divergence in 1-day chart, as I said, following my system, no, this is not a good setup for me. I will not trade this. So just careful with this. If you are in long position right now here, because maybe you are around here, in 1-day chart, you're around 150, around here, maybe in a spot, well, you are in the areas for selling. This area is for selling, not for buying. Okay, in 1-day chart here, as a trader, I will just close my position, protect my entries, and that's it. Okay, guys, I think that I finished for today. So that's it. Let's do the recap for Bitcoin. Okay, Okay, 4-hour chart. You are thinking to trade 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. Okay, let me show you. Today, right now, we don't have sell signal, buy signal right now. We have actually sell signal in progress right now. So you want to wait for a buy signal. You know, right? You have to wait for this, something like this. Respect this in sideways, and after that, continuation. Other test to the 55 around $40,000. Yeah. Now, I strongly recommend you to don't chase the market and wait for the close today, the Untitled chart. If you see any close like right now below $41,000, 42, today you will see the sell signal in Untitled chart, and this is gonna be the biggest warning for me. Like the market, Bitcoin is getting ready for a big move. Actually, 10,000, 15,000 move. In this case, probabilities are very high to the downside. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. Have a good day, and well, if you have any questions, just let me know you can join in the Discord group. You can share this video, the live streams. I'm gonna start recording again shorts in the YouTube channel. I'm sorry, but I was busy with the application I'm building for trading, so that's why I stopped doing this. But I will start posting shorts on YouTube, on TikTok, because people are asking me about some updates in very short term. I will do it again. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and well, see you next time. One thing, I don't do live streams weekends, so this is the last live stream for this week. Okay, so good luck, well, take care.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.